I really appreciate it. And for all of you guys at home, thank you so much for being here. I feel so grateful and honored that I get to show up and deliver you some wellness as we, as Jordan said, move through unprecedented times with COVID-19. So this will be just a nice 45-minute flow after your day, just to get you nice and loose before you move into the evening hour. So let's go ahead and get started, and let's come into a child's pose. So you can always take child's pose throughout the class. So if you have low back pain, you can bring your knees together, take your hips back. But if you want to get into your hips, you'll take your knees about almost the width of the mat, toes touching together, and then pressing back from here. So either one works. You can put your own music on if you would like, just whatever works for you. But most important, you want to start to relax and breathe. I'm going to sit up so you guys can hear me. You all stay in that child's pose. The breath is the most meditative part of our yoga practice. The breath is what takes us out of that monkey mind and into the present moment. So from here, you're going to inhale, lift up. And exhale, you're going to walk your hands over to the right. So as we're stretching and breathing, ask yourself, how do I want to feel at the end of practice today? What's that energetic state I want to be in? Maybe more clear or de-stressed. Get that intention in your mind. Take another deep breath in. And exhale, walk your hands over to the other side. Now, what's one anchoring word that you need? I've been working with the word trust as setting my intention. Maybe yours is love or forgiveness, whatever it is for you. And take a deep breath in here and exhale out. Perfect. From here, come back to the middle, and you're going to roll on up to a nice tabletop. If your knees are sensitive, you can always fold your mat in from the back or bring a blanket underneath you if you have access to one that's nearby. With your toes tucked under and your wrist right underneath your shoulders, inhale, drop your belly, look forward. And then exhale, push the ground away and round. Inhale, drop your belly, look forward. And exhale, push the ground away. Inhale, drop your belly, look forward. And exhale, push the ground away. Let's take two more. This starts just wake up the spine. Starting to kind of just move the energy a little bit. Last one, letting the belly drop. Perfect. Coming back to a neutral. Wonderful. Coming back to a neutral spine. You're going to bring your left hand underneath your face. It's one of my favorite easy twists. And then you're going to weave this right hand through. And you're going to bend that left elbow as you do it so you can bring your head to the floor. From here, you're going to take your left hand above your head and tack your left hip back a little bit here. Pushing into the back of your right hand and tenting your fingertips of the left hand. So you start to get a deeper shoulder opening and twist. Pushing down into those toes, lift your chin up away from your chest. Take another deep breath in and exhale. Push into that left hand a lot. That gives you that anchor to unwind. Right hand comes back to the floor. Perfect. From here, you're going to bring your right hand underneath your face. Reach your left arm out to the side. Same thing, you're going to see it from the back now. You're going to reach and lower down. Take your hand above your head. Your right hip wants to move over to the side. You want to keep moving your hips towards the back of your room, the room that you're in. Take another deep breath in. And then exhale. Whew. Unwind. So from here, we're just going to come forward and you're going to sit in a comfortable seat. I'm going to face you guys. We're going to stretch our neck and shoulders a little bit. and then we'll move and sweat, but just to get into our neck and shoulders, because I know I clench a lot when I'm stressed there. So we want to take our right hand out to the side with your fingers up, and then spread through your fingers like jazz hands. Take your left ear to your left shoulder. Yeah, and you might already start to feel that in your neck. And then just slowly start to move that hand down. Go really slow. Soft. You guys might hear the storm. There's a storm rolling in here in Austin. Take your hands down to the ground, and now you want to start to move your chin away from your chest and move your hand behind your body. And then rotate your hand, and now you can rotate your chin in towards your chest and stretch your hand down like you're trying to reach and grab for something. Nice. Ooh. And then lift back up. Awesome. Hopefully you can feel a little bit of a difference in the sides. And now take your left hand out. When you flex your fingers up, it's stretching the tendons in your hand. Drop your right ear to your right shoulder, and then slowly, like you're moving your hand down like you're painting. Breathe. Sometimes I have to rebend my elbow when I get to a certain point. And you want to start to slowly turn your head. And then when you get to about here, you're just stretching all the way to the ground. Maybe you rotate your chin in. Nice, and then lift back up. Woo, we should have longer necks now. All right, let's come back into our tabletop. And then from tabletop, you're just gonna lift up nice and high, downward facing dog. Start to pedal out your feet, so bend one knee, and then the other. Bending that right knee. And switch. Shake your head out. Perfect. And then push both of your heels back down to the ground. So from your downward facing dog, you're going to inhale, roll forward to a push-up position. And then exhale, you're going to pull back to a down dog. Inhale, roll forward, push-up position. Exhale, push back, down dog. Inhale, roll forward, push up. Exhale, roll back. Inhale, roll forward, pause. Step your right foot forward, drop your left knee down. Squeeze your legs together and inhale, lift up, low lunge. Nice. Your hands don't have to come up right away. They can stay right here. Perfect. Then you might be feeling this on that left front hip. Take another deep breath in and then exhale your hands down. You're gonna lift your left knee up off the floor and you're gonna spin your right arm up to the sky. Take another deep breath in and then right hand comes down. Step your right foot back. You're gonna lower all the way down to the floor and you're gonna inhale, lift up, cobra. Exhale, lower back down. You can come into that table and lift your hips up high, downward facing. Breath in and breath out. So inhale, roll forward to a push-up. And exhale, roll back. Inhale, roll forward, push-up. And exhale, roll back. Inhale, roll forward, push-up, pause. Step your left foot forward. Drop your right knee down. It's okay if it takes you a few steps to get your left foot forward. Just be patient with yourself. Let your hips rock forward. And then inhale, lift up, low lunge. Again, your hands can be right here, especially if you're new to the balance of it. Your back toes are tucked under. That takes some of the pressure off your knee. Take another deep breath in and then exhale your hands down to the floor. Lift your right knee up. Twist open, left arm up to the sky. Yeah, and you can see my arm isn't behind or in front. It's right stacked right above that other shoulder. Take a deep breath in, left hand comes down. Step back, it might take you a few times, no worries. Step back into your plank. Come forward, lower all the way down to the ground. Inhale, lift up, cobra. Exhale, lower back down. You can lift all the way up into a down dog or come back in through from your table. Yogi's choice. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Whew. Inhale and out. Breath in and out. All right, let's move a little bit more. Inhale, your eyes look forward. Exhale, step your right foot forward, step your left foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, soft bend in your knees. Inhale, lift up, reach up, squeeze your legs together. Exhale, hands in front of your heart. Think of one thing that you're grateful for. And then inhale, lift back up. Exhale, fold to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, you're gonna step back to your push-up. You're gonna bend your elbows. This is called chaturanga, and then lower all the way down. And then inhale, lift up, cobra. Exhale, lower back down. Again, you can come through your tabletop way or push it all the way back. Down dog. 2 more breaths. Inhale and exhale. Breath in and out. Whew. Inhale, the eyes look forward. Exhale, step your right foot forward and your left foot forward. And inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift up, reach up. Exhale, hands in front of your heart. Another gratitude. Thank you, common grads. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to the ground. Soft bend in your knees. Inhale, halfway lift. You're thinking about lengthening through the spine. So that might be your hands to your shins or above the knees. It might not look like mine. Just keep that in mind. For forward fold, and then step back to your plank and move through your vinyasa. Any way you would like. Hips high, down dog. Breath in and breath out. A little bit quicker. Inhale, your eyes look forward. Exhale, step to the top of your mat or hop. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins or the floor. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back, move through. Chaturanga. Lower down, lift up, down dog. Breath in, breath out. 2 more breaths. Inhale and out. Breath in and out. Perfect. From here, you're going to step your feet together and take your right leg up to the sky. Yeah, and as you're doing that, push your left heel down to the ground and you might feel a little bit more of a stretch in your calf. Take a deep breath in and then exhale, bring your knee in towards your nose and your shoulders over your wrists. And now from here, step your right foot forward, dial your left heel back at about 45 degrees with your hips facing forward. You're looking for a heel to heel alignment. Maybe a little bit wider if you're tighter in the hips, and then you'll come up to a warrior 1 here. You always want your knee a little bit behind your ankle or right above it, never beyond it. So make sure that you have that stance at home so that your knees are nice and safe. We always want to keep you safe so that you can practice for life. Take another deep breath in, and then exhale, you're going to take your hands down to the ground. You're going to peel up off that back heel. You're going to step back to your plank. In yoga, we call this Vinyasa. You bend the elbows. You lower all the way down. You lift up. However you want to make it back to downward dog. Breath in. Breath out. And then feet together, that balances your hips. And then lift your left leg up, three-legged dog. Push your right heel down. Lift through your toes. Active through your hands. Feel your core start to work here. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, knee to nose, pause. Step your left foot forward, right knee down. Same kind of alignment, come on up. Warrior one. Breathe. Your feet are the determining factor of where your knee and your hip go. So if your knee hurts, you want to move your foot in a way that feels good to it. Nice. Take another deep breath in, and then exhale, hands to the ground. You can always skip the vinyasas. You can step back to a down dog or move through your entire flow. Either one. And take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And then inhale, your eyes look forward. Step to the top of your mat. You're gonna have your feet hip distance apart. So hip distance is 2 fists in between your hands. Bend your knees. Nice. Now from here, you're gonna come up into a sit chair, a sitting chair, like you're trying to sit in a kid's chair that's not there. Nice. Leaning back into your heels. Take your hands in front of your heart in a prayer. I'm gonna turn towards y'all so you can see it. Take a full breath, and then exhale, twist towards the right. Hook your left elbow. Nice. Breathe. Squeeze. Take another full breath. Exhale, hands to the ground. Forward fold. Let your head dangle. Be easy. Shake your head out. Yes. Perfect. And now make sure your feet are hip distance. Again, 2 fists apart, not crazy wide. Bend your knees, come back up, chair pose. Your hands are in front of your heart in prayer. Full breath in and then twist towards the left, breath out. Notice how my arms are in that nice perpendicular. My knees are in the same line of energy. Leaning back, take another full breath in. Exhale, hands to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. You're gonna take your hands to the floor. Either step back to a down dog or move through your flow. I'm gonna skip the flow. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a big breath out. Feet together, building up our heat. Inhale, right leg up high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale it back up. Step it forward, warrior one. Arms reach. Nice. Now from here, you're gonna open your hips up and turn towards the side. So now your feet are in a different position. So you're looking for your front heel to intersect with the middle of your back foot. When you look down at your knee, it's tracking over the second toe. So your knee is not looking like this. It's looking like this, stacked. So just so we have a visual reference, arms reach. So again, you want your knee to be a little bit further behind your ankle. You just don't want it beyond your ankle. That's the one thing your knee does not like. So a little bit deeper. This is a confidence building pose. So you want to feel your fingertips reach out like an extension of your heart. Nice. Reach forward, reverse back. This is reverse warrior. Your feet are still the same. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, you're going to bend your elbow, fingers face the left. You want to keep, you don't want to collapse. You want to keep that distance between your ear and your shoulder and stretch that left arm up and over your head. Breathe. Nice. Now from here, you're going to start to turn your left hand, peel up off their back heel, take your hands to the floor. Back heel is off the mat, toes are facing forward, right knee bends, and then you'll come into a twist. Take your right arm up to the sky. Take a full breath in. Right hand comes down. You can skip it or move through your flow. Hopefully you guys are building a little bit of a sweat. Downward dog. Take a deep breath in. Woo, and exhale out. 2 more. Inhale and out. Breath in and out. Beautiful. Feet together. Inhale your left leg up high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift it back up. Exhale, step it all the way forward. Again, it can take you a couple of tries. Come on up, warrior 1. I'm gonna just turn around so you guys can see me when I open up. Perfect, and then you're gonna open up warrior 2. Again, you can see my knee, it's nice and behind my ankle. I'm able to really push into that front knee and be sure to take up some space. Arms are reaching out. Again, heel to the middle arch. That's the foot opening that you have when your hips are open to the side. And then reach forward and reverse back. Stay deep into that left front leg. Breathe. Take a full breath, bend your left elbow, serve it up like a platter, reach it up over your head. Breathe. Start to bend that left knee, peel up off that back heel, hands to the ground, and then you're gonna come into that twist, left arm up to the sky. Take another deep breath in, left hand comes down, move through your vinyasa. Woo! Down dog, breath in and breath out. Eyes look forward, last big thing. Step to the top. Feet are hip distance, bend your knees, come on up, chair pose. Hands in front of your heart, breath in, exhale, twist towards the right, breath out. Sit deep, lean back into your heels. See if you can lift your toes up off the ground. Take a full breath and then exhale, hands to the ground. Let your head be heavy. Tuck your chin in so you get all that stretch to the back of your neck. And then bend your knees, come back up, chair, hands in front of your heart, breath in, exhale, twist, breath out. Take another deep breath in, and then exhale, hands down to the floor. Halfway lift, you're gonna either step back to your down dog or move through your vinyasa. Nice, and then we're gonna come down on our knees. Get a sip of water or whatever beverage you have around. Hope you guys are feeling great. We're gonna be on the floor now. Okay, so just to get a couple of heart openers in, we're gonna do a pose called bridge. You're gonna lay on your back with your feet facing forward, hip distance. So keep in mind just that same amount of distance that we had in our chair. So from here, you're gonna extend your hands along the side of your body. So start to turn your head, especially whenever you lift your hips up. I know that we're watching this, but you can listen to my voice. All you're gonna do is push down into your feet and lift your hips and your back up off the floor. You're gonna keep the back of your head on the ground. Perfect, so it looks like this. And you just wanna push into your feet and you feel a little bit more of a lengthening in your back. Take another deep breath and then lower back down. Knock your knees together. Bring one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. Just coming back to that intention that you set at the beginning of class. And then separating your feet, hip distance, extend your hands along your side body. Push down into your feet and then inhale, lift up, bridge pose. Breathe. Take another deep breath in. And exhale, lower all the way back down. Perfect. Pick your feet up off the floor and give yourself a big hug here. Kind of roll a little bit side to side. Yeah, it should feel good. All right. So from here, just to get a little bit of core, you're going to take your feet up to the sky. They can bend a little bit, especially if you're tight in your hamstrings. So again, doesn't have to look exactly like mine. You're just gonna lift your feet up. You can take your hands, your forearms underneath your buns a little bit here. And you wanna actively press down into your hands. So from here, you're gonna inhale, lift your legs up, and then exhale, lower. And inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. Here's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Woo! Here's the last one, 10. Keep your legs lifted. Beautiful. Now hug your knees into your chest. You're going to take a few rock and rolls along the length of your spine. And we're going to come into a boat pose, balancing on our bum. Your hands can be behind your legs. Nice. Maybe you extend your hands. Maybe you lift up. Woo! Perfect. And then cross your ankles. Nice. We're going to come into our tabletop here. So inhale, drop your belly, look forward. And then exhale, push the ground away. Inhale, drop your belly, look forward. And exhale, push the ground away. Inhale, drop your belly. And exhale, push the ground away. Perfect. Lift up high, downward facing dog. And now from here, you're going to take something called half pigeon. So you're going to slide your right knee up towards your right wrist. I'm going to turn towards you guys so you can see it. So your knee is always to the outside of your hip, and then your foot is going to be coming across. Your foot is pretty close to that left hip. You might be hovering if you're tighter in your hips, and if it's too tight for you or too uncomfortable, you're going to roll on your back and take figure 4 like so. So part of the virtual agreement is that we have to just kind of agree to keep ourselves virtually safe. So just do which one feels best for you. And then the half pigeon people, you just start to forward fold. Your right knee is to the outside of that right hip. Here's that foot coming across. The tendency is to kind of lean over to the right because that takes the intensity out of the pose. You want to keep dropping down, squaring off the hips. Oh, man. Just keep breathing. Two more breaths. I know, stay with it. And then we can start to lift up. So the easiest way is to tuck your back toes under and kind of scooch that knee up so that you can have a better traction to lift your knee up and then sweep your right leg up. So you get all that fresh blood and oxygen. Perfect. Down dog. And then figure 4 on your back, or left shin comes forward, half pigeon. You can stay up. You can start to come down. Let yourself breathe here. Breath is so important. Again, that's the meditative element of our yoga practice. Take 2 more breaths, nice and big, I know. Woo. And then this time you can start to lift up, and then this time you're just gonna lean over and roll on that left side. Awesome, perfect. So from here, one more thing. You're gonna extend your left leg out. I'm just turning towards you guys so you can see it. And take your right foot over to the side. So the top of my right foot is resting on the ground here. You want to flex your bottom foot, your bottom left foot, and then you're going to start to forward fold, forward fold. And that's your calf. Isn't that exciting? And start to relax and breathe. Notice if you stopped breathing. And then lift on up. Plant your right foot down to the outside of your left leg. And then find a gentle twist here. And then unwind. Extend your right leg out, cross your left leg over. Flex through your bottom foot, start to fold here and breathe. Breathe. And then start to lift up. Press your left foot down into the ground and then twist. Took your right elbow to the outside. Take another deep breath in. And then exhale and wind. You're going to extend both of your legs out in front of you and reach up, and then exhale, forward fold. Again, yours might not be as far down. It's not about the comparison. It's about just imagining that you have gills on your back, and you want to feel yourself breathe more dynamically so that you open up the back of your shoulders. And then start to lift up. Awesome. You're going to come down and hug your knees into your chest. And you're going to take a happy baby. Grab the outside edges of your feet and pull your knees down to the outside. Flex your feet. Your butt really wants to lift up off the ground. Do your very best to ground it, and you'll get a better hip opener. Now you're trying to pull the feet straight down towards the earth. Knees are to the outside of the hips. Nice. And then let go of your feet. Hug your knees into your chest. Extend your left leg out. And then tap your left foot or your right foot above or below your left knee. And then twist over to the left. So the right foot moves over towards the left. You can also extend the leg out if you want a straight leg too. It's whatever feels right for you. Twists are very neutralizing to the spine. They help keep our back nice and healthy. And then slowly you can come back through to center, hug both of your knees into your chest. And you'll extend your right leg out and drawing your left knee in. And then slowly we'll start to take that left knee over to the right and twist. Again, you can keep the leg bent or you can straighten it out. The straightened leg is obviously going to deliver a little bit more intensity. Take another deep breath in. And then exhale, start to unwind. You're gonna do one last hugging into your chest just to neutralize your back and feel that pressure across the sacrum. It should feel really good. And then slowly from here, you're going to relax out Shavasana. So Shavasana is actually, can be one of the hardest poses of all, to just allow ourselves to rest and meditate. I'm going to guide us through a yoga nidra, which is just a way to relax. So lay down, close your eyes as long as that feels safe for you to do in your environment. And just begin to relax all of the toes on your left foot. Relax the toes on your right foot. Feel your pinky soften, your big toes. Now feel the soles of your feet relax down even more. As your feet start to relax, you feel your feet splay open a little bit more. Maybe you need to move them to get that more relaxation, more relaxive state. Feel your calves rest against the floor. Relax your kneecaps. Notice as you relax your kneecaps, you feel your quads soften and relax. And your hamstrings against the floor and your glutes. Check into your stomach and notice any stress or tension you've been maybe holding there. And let your breath just be full and big, expanding out as far as you can on the inhale and drawing it in on the exhale, cleansing out the lungs. And then just tuning into your heart. Feel the back of your heart resting against the floor. And then the front part of your heart starting to open up. The sides of your heart, underneath the armpits. And just like when the sun moves through the clouds and those beautiful beams coming through the clouds, I want you to start to see that kind of energy moving through your heart space. And as you do that, soften your throat or clear your throat or open the mouth and let an exhale out. And relax your bottom lip. Soften your top lip. Your nose. Let your eyes just be heavy in their sockets. Relax across your forehead, on top of your head, each and every one of the hairs on top of your head. Relax and let go. Softening the top of the mind. Just imagining any other thoughts that you need to let go of, just swirling out, and you're coming back into that knowing of what your intention was. Bringing that awareness into your heart. You're more than welcome to remain resting, or you can start to wiggle your fingers and your toes, bringing more awareness and gratitude into your body, into your breath. Thank you, body, wise body. Thank you, body, healthy body. And then from here, you can start to turn to the left or to the right. And before you press up to a comfortable seat, just repeat 4 times to yourself as you're giving yourself a gentle hug. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Just have that love and compassion for yourself. We're all doing the best we can in every moment. And then start from here, start to push up into a nice, comfortable seat. You can put your hands in front of your heart just to honor that unconditional love that is within you. And namaste translates to the light inside of me acknowledges and bows to the lights inside of each and every one of you. Namaste. Thank you guys so much for being a part of this. I hope that you feel better in your spirit, in your body, in your mind. That's always my wish for anybody that comes on the mat to practice with me. Let me know how you need help. I'm on Instagram. I do a lot of videos of some wellness workshops. It's Liz_Davis, 2 S's. Yeah. It's such an honor to be able to give you guys the gift of yoga, and let me know how else I can support you. Thank you, Jordan.
Yes, thank you, Liz. We're so grateful to you for joining us once again for this wonderful yoga session. As Liz said, she's on Instagram. You can also find her at LizDavisHealings.com. Thank you all for joining us as participants, and keep a lookout for our webinar offerings in the coming days. Hope everyone has a wonderful rest of the day. Thank you.
Thank you. Let me see if there's any cat questions. Thank you, Krista. Thank you, Gabriella and Eva. Appreciate y'all.